Coda.
Coda, you're fired.
What? But this whole mess is thanks to J. Sparkly. They wanted to come here in the first place. Her eyes narrow at Coda's complaints, which stops her mid-sentence.
Stop passing the blame. Not only do you look childish, but you've made the whole team look bad. And I won't stand for that.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. My name is Death by Pony. Today we're hopping back into Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Without further ado, let's hop in. Walk away. I can be a bigger person. Calm down, I'm not actually going to post it, provided you step away from the game. All I want is for my friend to be able to play her game. That's it. Cooperate and I'll delete the recording. Promise. She eyes me suspiciously, doubting my intention. It's a heavy-handed sort of pressure. Yeah, but I'm honestly about it. I want to hear your iris say she deleted it. Well, all done. I can't even remember what it is I supposedly deleted, and I don't make a backup. I suppose I'll have to take your silly app at her word. Fine, have it your way, pleb. She sneers at me before climbing out of the driver's seat and marching away. Huh, clever move. I can see my work here is done. You didn't do anything. Domino mimics swooshing a cape and fluttering away.
Not bad at all.
Personal responsibility, kind of my thing. I'd admit to your mistake and make amends for them. Forcing her to face music feels good. Plus, now I don't have to get arrested again for assault. Right. Wait, again?
Well.
Something of a temper. I was very hot-headed, very impulsive. My wild years settled down a bit now, but sometimes it bubbles up. Like when someone disrespects your disability. Like when someone leaves the toilet seat up. Like when someone cuts you off in traffic. Like when somebody disses your disability. When someone disrespects your disability. Got it in one. Honestly, most of the time it's just people making mistakes because they normally don't have to even think about us. Can't understand that. I don't usually run into somebody who's actively a hater. When I do, though, the old urge to step up is strong. Fortunately, you stepped up for me. Don't normally approve of someone playing savior like Latsky does, but in this case, I'll take it. Plus, I did ask for your help. No shame in asking for help. Took me some time to learn that one. Jinx shifts her cane from hand to hand, leaning heavily on it. Okay, show's over. Drift Queen got a school a retro geek on how to drive, and I really need to sit down. Gotcha. Happy to help out. Call me if she bugs you again. Deal. I leave Jinx and Domino to see what else I can help with. It's getting late. How long are we going to have to deal with Team P2W squatting in our clubhouse anyway? Fortunately, things stay quiet for a few minutes. I need time for a breather anyway. I can't believe this is the team I wanted to join this morning. Made sense. P2W are the top of the esports mountain. But wow, are they awful people. Beep beep, Death by Pony. I'm detecting a buildup of social tension. Please follow the end director on your map. Okay, great. Now what? Over in the arcade around the FOT2 machine itself, PDW squares off against GCF. Both sides finally having enough of this mess. I don't even know why we came to this pathetic little arcade in the first place.
Are you kidding me?
Just a prissy little celebritant loser who thinks her followers count as a metric of awesomeness. Bunch of little fragile snowflakes. Can't even take a
seriously
competitive waste of time acting all high and mighty. Where you're simply don't understand how the game is meant to be played, and with that attitude you never will. Was just trying to explain how I felt. I'm sorry. I was just trying to...
No.
Leave Grace alone, you fucking loser. This is all really necessary. Can't we just drop it? This is getting ridiculous, but I know how to solve it. Or at least let's refocus the aggression into something else. Juice Sparky, we'll play a friendly match FOD and then everybody calls it a day, okay? That's it, we're going to fight. We fight. Juice Sparky, you, me, FOD2. Let's do this. We're all done shouting. Can we please focus on what we're all best to and just play some FOD 2, please? Let's go with Sparky. People! This isn't helping anything. Look, we all love Fisted Discomfort too, right? Let's focus our energy there. We'll have a friendly match, and then everybody goes home. Okay? Enough fighting IRL. We can be honestly and as gamers, and then agree to go our separate ways. Fine, I'm done dealing with this crap whole arcade anyway. Wanted the match for bragging rights, and we're done here. Jay Sparky steps forward from the rest of PW. Welcome to the competition. Kota will join me against you and one of your teammates. Fair? We'll see which teammate rules and which team drools once and for all. Wasn't planning on raising the emotional stakes of this fight, but that old urge to win, to prove myself, is rising. A win over Team P2W would do a lot for morale, do a lot for our image. It could be the springboard we need into our future. Agreed, let's do this. I ignore Kota's snickering coughs as I pull my keyboard out again, jamming the USB plug into the game. I have to stay focused. Jay Sparky confidently steps up to the built-in joystick while Kota digs the portable biofeedback USB joystick, plugging in the fancy glowing blue controller in. All three of us are ready to go. We need a fourth partner I can rely on. 2 versus 2. What's the rule? FOD 2. Who do I want to call upon for my decisive fight? Zapper. Locked and loaded, Zapper? Locked and loaded, ready to open fire. Let's be awesome together. The 4 is a step up to FOD 2, ready to kick some ass. That's when I realize my folly. DJ Sparky knows all my moves. I know all of their moves too, but this is basically a coin toss, and nobody likes 50-50 odds when they can do better. If I start out in same game lanes as DJ Sparky, leaving Zapper to tangle with Kota, this could go badly. So I switch positions, whispering to Zapper as the game loads and the match begins. Psst, you take on DJ Sparky. They like to use specials early and attack in the late game. And Kota focuses almost entirely on defense, so I'll try to counterplay with specials. Got it? A brief nod of understanding from Zapper. The Team PW versus Team GCF begins. When I lose, I need to give it my all. Even if they really want to win this, I have to focus on the fight, and the fight alone, for my sake of my dreams. Ooh. It's gonna be wild.
Fight.
Jump for a really amazing special move sounds like a plan. Unfortunately, it's a plan Kota has figured out, measured by mid-casting smash in the face. Special loses their attack day under 130 points. Score now. Fighting off Kota is challenging, but I know I can do it, throwing Zapper to the wolves facing against DJ Sparky, though. Am I throwing Sparky to the wolves, making them face a new, unknown opponent? Let's find out. Defend.
Come on, at least try to be as awesome as I am. Otherwise, you'll never get anywhere.
Your defend beats their attack beyond 100 points. Attack. I can punch ninjas all day. Unfortunately, Kota has way too many of them and is defending hard against my attacks. Attack loses to their defend. They earn 160 points. Attack.
You can't stop me. Can't keep me down. I'll be back and stronger than ever.
Attack loses to defense. They earn 140 points. We're going to go for it. Both of us had the same idea. Spend our one-use ultimate moves. The screen fills light as both combatants reach their inner power, but by countering their move, I come out on top. Counter their opponent. Ultimate with your own earns 200 points. 300 to 430. Special. We both use special. A tie. You earn 60 points and they earn 40. I'm going to try an attack. Swiftly, I get to work taking out ninja minions on my way to Kota, and then attack directly using Tomakai's fist and jumping what would have been a brutal special move. Attack beats their special. 210. Special. U.S. special tie. 50 to 40.
You win.
Yes! We barely won that.
GG, losers. Y'all got zapped.
I love her so much. We won? We won! We won a match over the best team in the nation. All those old instincts coming rushing back in. The thrill and satisfaction of victory. Beating B2W feels good. Feels damn good. And that's how it fucking gets done. Suck it, PTW losers. That was a close one, Death by Pony. Had my heart pounding, see? My hands are still shaking. Love that rush. Gotta admit, that was a lot of fun. Just like old days when we'd run into each other on the ladder, huh? But Koda's a bit less sporting about the loss. I call that hacks. They have to be cheating. No way a bunch of laundromat losers could have beat us. There's no call for that, except your failure with dignity. Oh yeah, I used my phone to hack the game and give myself like 1,000,000 points. I think you accept loss is an important part of emotional maturity. And I don't even feel like trash talking you. It's too easy. Learn to accept loss. Koda, you really need to learn to accept loss. You can't win all the time. How you react to losses says a lot about you as a person. A lesson I'm still working on myself. Open! Alright, I'll be down in 1 sec. A lesson I'm still working on myself, even if today's victory means pushing that lesson down the road to another day. I want a rematch. I demand a rematch. Best of 3. One way to prove it wasn't a fluke, because it was a fluke. They're all cheaters. Really? I saw a clean victory. Now the whole internet has seen it as well. Leslie holds up his phone, playing a video he'd been secretly taking of the whole match of PTW's humiliating loss. Koda's ranting. Bit clickbaity, but I opted to title it Whiny Team PW Crybaby are utterly schooled by local laundromat underdogs. Lovely, isn't it? Now the whole world knows your pedestal isn't quite so out of reach. You little... I'm about to reply when I'm cut off. A figure who's been lurking in the background this whole time makes her presence felt. The coach of Team PTW, Victoria Proud, formerly the esports player of Valkyrie. I'd seen her come in with the team, but she hadn't talked to anybody since arriving. Quite like Death, only watching and waiting. Now she glowers at Koda and DJ Sparkly, extremely unhappy with the results, her frown causing Koda to shift nervously. Coach, I just meant that... She held a finger to her lips, silencing him. Then in turn of eeny, meeny, miny, mo between two players, her fingers eventually linger on Koda.
Koda, you're fired.
What? But this whole mess is thanks to DJ Sparkly. They wanted to come here in the first place. Her eyes narrow at Koda's complaints, which stops her mid-sentence.
Stop passing the blame. Not only do you look childish, but you've made the whole team look bad. And I won't stand for that.
Ooh, he's in trouble. She sighs grudgingly whilst crossing her arms. She's by no means thrilled.
Not only are you fired, your non-compete clause means you're not joining any other teams.
Like, gasp! Not only did he get kicked off the team, but he can't join any teams. I mean, that's what he gets for having a bad attitude to begin with, so...
Not that they would have you, especially not after I tell them you're blacklisted.
Ooh.
Be happy I'm not doing anything else.
Oh. Koda stands there in total disbelief as other members of his team edge away from him as he's suddenly caught in a very communicable and very nasty disease. Defeated, Koda slinks away to a corner of the arcade. With Koda out of the picture, Coach redirects her attention to me. I gulp and hopefully not too audibly.
As for you, congratulations on your victory. Clearly you've earned it. But I wouldn't spend all night celebrating. You haven't won some grand war. You're an impressive challenger, no doubt, but take my advice and be content with what you have.
She nods and I'm confused. Did she just give me a nod of respect? She twirls her finger in the air. The rest of the team PTW follows her out. Even Koda, who's trailing at a safe distance. We won! We beat the best team in the nation simply by being who we are, by working together. If we can accomplish this, if we can avoid becoming a group of jerks like Team PW, this could be the start of something great. Maybe Iris is right. Maybe through Team GCF, I can find victory and be at peace with myself. In that moment, I also see all of their eyes on me, hope restored and newly found yearning in their gaze. Maybe if I'm true to myself, to who I am as a person, maybe I could reach them. If I could just convince Team GCF of that. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. Well, I know I'm the newcomer. Together, an unbeatable circle of friends. Together we could win. Today is proof we can make something big of Team GCF. We can conquer the Pro Tour. It's destiny. I'm gonna be bold, okay? Fuck, you guys rule. I mean it. We seriously just kicked PW's ass. Did you think you'd be doing that today when you woke up this morning? If you ever wanted proof that a good, clean, fun crew is more than you think it is, there you go. We ain't at the top. We can overcome. And if we tried, we really made an effort, I think we could conquer the Pro Tour. We can be at that level. I say we make a run for it. Win or lose, we owe it to ourselves to try. It's destiny. What do you say? Fuck, you know I'm ready. I'm willing to give it everything I've got. Let this be the hour when we draw sword together. Fell deeds awake. Now for wrath, for ruin. And the red dawn forth. Team GCF. Reluctant to put myself out there like that, but have to admit, your enthusiasm like a wave. Ride it to the end or drown. I'm with you. I don't know, but if Jinx thinks it's a good idea, well, okay, be willing to try. Interesting. You're going to have an interesting trajectory, Pony. I'd like to be there to see the end of it. I'm not sure how much I believe in the ultimate battle of Ultimate Destiny vibe, but this interaction has me thinking. I'm in. This is happening. My dream of victory. I found a team that's willing to go all the way. I've done it. Iris was right. This is where I need to be. Hold it. One thing to make absolutely clear. You want to whip this team into something resembling competitive professional esports crew? Yes, that's what I said. Okay. And you are the one responsible for making that happen. You're our new manager. What? Never had one. Never needed one. Not until now.
Sounds good here.
You want to take this seriously? We'll need someone who can network, shake hands, make deals, sign paperwork, make travel arrangements, find sponsors. And since you're so gung-ho about this, that means it's you.
Of course.
Yes, of course it makes sense. I'm sure you do a great job as team manager. Maybe you could even find a better name for us than Team GCF.
This can't possibly end badly.
Oh, goody. We have a professional cat herder now. Have fun trying to keep this merry bunch on task, Death by Pony. I'd sooner eat glass than take on that job. I don't love that for us. Huh? Or, But I say we don't give Death by Pony absolute authority. You saw that creep who runs PTW just take up and fire Coda. None of that. You don't get to axe or hire anyone new.
As you wish.
Now, I'm sure we can turn to Death by Pony for leadership without becoming a tyrant. After all, Cis Empire tyranny, yes? I think that was a threat. Yes, that was a threat.
Sounds good to me.
Just a word of advice from someone who's been inside and alongside of an esports for years. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work with barely any thanks or praise. And if anyone has to whisper of negativity, you get the full brunt of it. But overall, you'll do great. I'm looking forward to seeing that you can do. 3 cheers for Manager Death by Pony. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, remember to hit like. That way I know you're enjoying the content I'm making. Remember to subscribe. That way YouTube brings you back here to see what happens next, and I won't take up any more of your time. I hope you have a good day. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.